Welcome to the Me and the Boys podcast. This is episode 5, and today we got a lot of epic stuff to talk about. So let's just get right into the current events. So first off, this just in, Chris Pratt and...
This not just in. We knew about it for at least 9 months, presumably.
Well, yeah. But they named... Okay, Chris Pratt and Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter...
Sorry.
Sorry. We have to start recording again now. Chris Pratt and Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter, I forgot her name, they named their baby. Are you ready for the name, boys? It's a mouthful. Okay. It's Lila Maria Schwarzenegger Pratt. So tell me about that.
Lila.
How does that make you feel?
Not different.
Yeah, I could have lived my life without knowing that.
Well, it's on the agenda, so we have to talk about it.
Oh, well, I find it really interesting that they chose a Spanish name when clearly Chris Pratt is like Swedish or something, and then
Arnold is the big Austrian.
And
And I
his
guess
wife is, Chris Pratt's wife is American, but she still got that Austrian, so they're like, you know what, we live in California, why don't we throw a Spanish name like Maria into it?
Yeah, that's about...
And I don't know where the
that's
heck
pretty accurate,
they
actually.
got Lila from.
I don't know. Maybe Arnold suggested it.
Don't do it.
Maybe you should name
No.
the baby Lila.
Okay, next one.
Alright, next up on current events. The Big Ten cancels the football season.
And did the Pac-12 do it officially yet? I think they're voting Tuesday.
No, they voted on Tuesday to not.
Last Tuesday. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
So
It
that's
definitely sucks. So BYU is the only college
west of
Texas.
Mississippi. West of Texas.
west of Texas to play college football.
We only have like 4 games.
Well,
Yeah.
You got 2 against Troy.
Wait, we're playing Troy twice?
Yeah.
That sucks.
We only got 2 games and both of them are Troy. No!
Yeah, you play Troy at BYU and at Troy.
Well, at least we got one at BYU, I
I
guess.
guess we're gonna go to the BYU.
I
Troy
think
game
you guys
then.
are gonna play.
Or we're gonna watch it from the TV.
You guys are probably gonna play spring football too.
Mm.
I thought you were gonna say Springville. Springville High School. Week 5.
Our battle will be legendary.
Probably lose, but
So yeah, that's pretty neat, I would say.
okay.
Next up,
Not really. Actually, it's not
Kinda
too
not.
neat.
The Mountain West canceled too, right?
I don't know. Well, yeah. If BYU is the only college west of Texas, then yeah.
Oof.
Freaking rip, man.
Yeah, you can come be a BYU fan with us for 4 games.
yeah.
I can try.
Or you can be a Troy fan, I guess.
I think there are only 2 options at this point.
That's the national championship. The West of Texas Natty. Troy's not west of Texas. Where is Troy?
I think Troy is in Texas.
I think that's correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so next up on the agenda, there was a Whitehouse shooting just this last week. I forgot what day it was. Give me a second.
Basically,
Basically.
we're at a press conference with President Trump.
Yep, President Trump was doing a press conference about COVID and their next steps
Like
and
he
stuff.
does. Press conference number 450 of the year.
Yep. Sounds about right. So he was only minutes into it when he was quickly escorted out by a Secret Service agent, and it was because there were shots fired outside of the White House. Someone was getting roasted. Your mom gay.
Yeah. Yo,
Mr.
mama,
President.
Yo, mama gay. Welcome to the mega gay zone.
So this is 806. No! Okay, I am bleeping that out.
And then after all that happened, he got escorted out of the press conference.
Yeah.
Secret Service, all right, knock it off.
Troy's in Alabama.
Troy's in Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so there were shots fired outside of the White House. One was the guy who was shooting, and we believe the suspect in question was Myron Berry something.
What kind of
Berryman.
What kind of parent names their kid Byron?
Someone
It's
who wants
Myron.
their child.
Byron.
Someone who wants their child to be a White House
It's
shooter.
just great value Byron.
Yeah. And
Why would
Byron isn't
anybody
that
do
cool either,
that?
except for Byron Jones
We do not endorse any hate statements about the name Myron.
or
Yeah.
Byron.
I do. I physically, after hearing it 3 times, cannot stand the word Myron any longer.
I'm Garland Lancaster, and I do not approve the name Myron.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, but anyway,
Myron.
he was abruptly escorted out.
I'm
But
pretty
then,
sure
like 10 minutes
Myron
later, he came
got
back in.
domed.
Because one shot was Myron. He shot, but I don't think anybody was shot, thankfully.
Except
Nobody
for
was
Myron.
except for Myron, who was
Myron
later shot by a Secret Service
definitely
agent.
got domed. He's dead, probably.
I watched 1917 the
they're
other
like-
day. A guy gets domed in that.
Oh, yeah, it's war.
War!
Homeboy.
But yeah, everything is okay. Nobody got hurt except for Myron, but he kind of deserved to get hurt.
Myron is dead.
Oof.
And he deserves to be dead.
Because he shot.
Because his name
No.
was
Do we even know if he's dead?
No, Garland's just making that up.
I'm assuming
We do not
he's
officially.
dead.
This is not... Oh no.
We have not done an autopsy. We have not investigated this fully.
This is the speculation part instead of the current events part now.
Okay, boys.
Is Myron Berryman still alive?
No,
And if so, why is he still alive? Let's
wouldn't
see.
a guy like Myron just want to die?
Yikes.
Why are you still alive?
Why are you still alive? Man shot by Secret Service agent.
That's the
Outside
one.
White House shouted, "I'm going to shoot you."
You're not supposed to warn them,
You're not
Myron.
supposed to telegraph your attack, then they can counter. I'm going to shoot you. Now, counterattack.
Man, he totally misses a Secret Service agent too. After he says that,
I'm going to shoot
what
you.
kind of stupid guy?
It's like running with his gun.
It's like Han and Greedo.
Yeah.
Myron shot first.
I'm going to kill you. I'm going to shoot you. Oh, and he's 51 years old. That's a bummer.
Is he a liberal?
Perhaps.
Yeah, maybe.
But then he wouldn't have a gun.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, maybe that's why he missed him.
Bazinga.
Bazinga.
He
He
borrowed
crouched
the
in
gun.
he crouched in a shooter's stance as if about to fire.
And then
And then-
fired.
It doesn't say. I'm going to shoot you. Crouches,
Just stands there.
pops a squat.
Well, is
And
he
then
gonna
gets
shoot
shot.
him? Huh? Just shoot him. I mean, we're Secret Service.
He did have a gun, but
Okay, that's good.
so
Like
that's
pointing
something.
finger pistols at the White House.
I'm going to shoot you. Pew, 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 pew.
50
White House
cal
blows
straight
up.
to the torso.
Oh.
Secret Service. I'm not messing around with that today.
Oh, not today.
There's
Mr.
been
President's
30
giving a
other
press
kids.
conference about COVID.
One 50-year-old does it. I'm a bust a cap in his.
Oh, wait, okay, we just received word from the sister.
Who's the sister?
Quote, "They said he had a weapon. He ran toward him," said the sister, who spoke on the condition of anonymity because she is concerned about the sensitivity of the case.
So she's known as the sister?
Yeah.
Spooky.
"This is crazy. He is a man of God. He would not have a weapon for sure. His weapon is the word of God." Okay. Not exactly.
Don't
no.
mean to turn
I
this
don't
into
know why
religion, but please do not try to shoot the president with the word of God.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're.
Especially not saying, "I'm going to shoot you."
That is not the word of God.
I'm gonna shoot you, dog. Yeah? I bet. Come on with it. Knock on this door.
As was said in Nacho Libre, he is not a man of God.
Come on with it.
Hot take. This guy
Myron.
Myron is a bad dude.
Of
He's
course
a
the sister-
bad hombre.
Of course, the sister is defending him. She says, Myron is always encouraging everybody. He's never said anything negative to say.
I am going to shoot you.
He always encourages people. I'm going to kill you.
Myron, your two last statements weren't positive.
He actually does have more statements after this. He says, after
Ouch.
after being Youch.
And I quote.
Come on, what you didn't have to shoot me? We kind of did.
It was just a prank, bro.
Why'd
I'm a
you
man
come
of
with
God.
the gun? Why'd you come with the gun then?
So, yeah.
I don't know. I thought it'd be funny.
Ask my sister, she'll tell you.
I didn't know you guys were gonna shoot me.
So after being asked if he was rattled by the incident, he says,
If
I don't
Myron
know.
was rattled
Yeah.
after
he
getting
was-
shot.
I don't know if he was shot in the torso region. He was probably shot in a non-lethal
They
portion
aimed
of
for his
body.
pinky toe.
Yo.
Yeah.
His entire pinky toe is gone.
This entire current event is just kind of lame, actually.
Yeah.
I'm discovering now. I'm just receiving word. But anyway, he's like, I don't know. Do I seem rattled? And he describes...
Oh yeah, that was President Trump. Yeah, he showed back up. He's like,
Byron.
Oh, really?
yeah,
Or
yeah,
Myron.
I remember.
Oh, yeah, that was Trump.
I'm pretty sure
Myron was definitely shot.
Myron was
Okay.
definitely dead because when you got a Secret Service shooting on you,
Yeah, they're not-
They
they're
They
not
don't mess
take
around.
you.
Yeah.
They don't
Trump
think
strolled
around.
back up and he finished the press conference.
That's
It's
right,
like
that was
Reagan.
Trump.
No,
Oh yeah, then he used that to like as a platform to go against Joe Biden. He was like, "This is gonna happen if Joe Biden becomes president.
Because Joe
country-
Biden
our-
just is chilling in his basement.
Yeah, our country's security is gonna go to stink."
Yeah, so.
Oh, we should talk about Biden
Okay.
picking Kamala Harris as his VP.
Okay.
I haven't read into
I
that.
don't know
Yeah,
about
me neither.
it. I just know she's crazy.
But anyway, in conclusion to this story, Myron Berryman is kind of not a man of God, and
What are
Also,
you talking
yeah,
about? If
probably.
the sister says it, it has to be.
I don't know if
true.
it meant like the sister as in like a nun or the sister as in like his sister.
Seventh
Maybe
sister.
he was a priest.
Star Wars reference.
Yeah. Save it for episode 3.
Which
Like
we-
pre-recording another episode. Ah.
It's red.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay. Yeah.
So,
that's the conclusion.
Biden
Hope you
picks
enjoyed.
Kamala Harris as his running mate.
Mm.
If you
Tell us
know
about that.
politics, Joe Biden has been trying to run on the basis that he's a moderate, which means he's not a crazy radical one way or the other.
He's just crazy with dementia.
Yeah. But picking Kamala, just a clown move. He totally played himself because Kamala is a crazy radical on many accounts. So, you pick Kamala, your entire platform is debased. Therefore, as someone who does not want Joe Biden to be president, I think excellent choice, Mr. Biden. Anyway, next topic of discussion, unless anyone
The
else wants to talk
Suns,
about.
man.
Ah,
Suns.
the
Okay,
8-0 Suns.
Freaking Devin Booker pulled up. Like, what a guy.
Yeah, Devin Booker.
But
Respect.
game time, boys. They went 8-0 in the NBA bubble. But the thing is, they would have had a lot of people would have had to lose a lot more games that had the Suns getting.
They were scoring pretty big too. They were in like the mid hundreds every time.
Yeah, I mean they beat
That's pretty cool.
the Clippers,
And the Clippers are.
which are number 2 in the
Good.
West. They're good. I
And
don't
they
know.
beat the Jazz, they beat the Bulls.
Did they beat the Lakers? Did they play the Lakers? I should say. I'm not sure if they did.
I don't think they did.
Because
The Lakers are about to choke in the playoffs.
They played the Warriors and they
they'll
beat
choke.
them.
They weren't looking too hot in the bubble.
Dude, they got Braun, AD, and JR now.
Yeah, but still.
And Kuz. I mean, the Jazz aren't going to do good in the playoffs.
Yeah, the Jazz are.
I'm
We're
gonna,
dying.
It'll
be like
I'll
every
still
other year,
put my
though.
money on the finals being the Bucks versus the Lakers.
I-
Well, Depending on how
I'll say
the
Bucks
playoff
taking
format is. Huh?
I think the Bucks are gonna take it. Giannis.
It's just Giannis, though. I think the Lakers will win it.
We'll check back once the playoffs are over.
We'll be right back.
But no.
Watch the Jazz win it now.
No.
Like, we're happy, but also wrong.
Why is there an asterisk on this one championship for the rest of the franchise history? Oh, wait. It's because Carl and John couldn't get it done in the 90s.
LeBron? Or not LeBron. Sorry. No disrespect to Michael Jordan. That was disrespect to Michael Jordan right there. And I apologize.
Because he's the greatest basketball player. of all
Michael
time.
Jordan, greatest basketball player of all time.
Yeah. No cap.
Now I don't even remember what I was going to say.
Something about
Oh, you
LeBron.
couldn't even beat sick Michael Jordan. Because sick Michael Jordan went off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway.
Okay.
What's
Okay.
next?
The Suns
Next.
are good.
Yeah. In conclusion,
Yeah.
The Suns.
Rest
The
in
Suns,
peace, the
pretty
8-0 Suns. One of the greatest teams ever put to turf.
Put to the hardwood.
let's see here. Next up, we have movies and TV. So let's talk about Braveheart. Braveheart is a movie that is dear to all of our hearts, I would say. We watched it as a squad a
Very
little while
brave
ago.
to mine.
Cancelled. But anyway, Braveheart. What makes it a good movie? Garland,
the action.
tell us about it.
Well, first of all, Mel Gibson.
Of
That's
course.
right.
That's
Mel
right.
Gibson is pretty much a national treasure.
Makes it a good movie is it's a drama, but at the same time it's an action,
Yeah.
and it's a pretty good drama.
Yeah.
Because of all the loving,
The love.
and
Yeah.
they have a cause. It's a lot like, well, I think it's because it's another way of telling history, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people liked it.
Yeah, it was definitely a good incarnation of William Wallace.
Also, it won an Academy Award, so the Academy says it's good.
Which is
Thanks, the
sometimes
Academy.
true when the
Which
Academy says
this
it.
time was
Yeah,
true.
sometimes it's true and sometimes they're
Very
not.
not true.
Yeah.
It's a good movie though.
It was a good movie.
Yes.
It had a lot of good scenes. I would say,
Yeah.
like the
I
part at the
wouldn't
end.
put it at like cream of the crop, top
No.
tier movie, but it's definitely watchable. It's very well done. The score
Especially-
by James Horner.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
Especially as like a history movie. Like I'm not
Yeah.
super
Even
into
though it's
those
not
generally.
it's not
but-
super accurate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. It had the dialogue was well written, I would say. I mean, it's a little bit cheesy at some parts, but it
When he
carried the
yells
message.
freedom, that's a good
Crutchy.
line.
What do you mean it's not cream of the crop movie?
Well, I mean it's
He's
good,
back.
but it's not like you can't
It's
line
not-
that up against like The Godfather,
Yeah,
something like that.
against a masterpiece.
Yeah, it's really good. Not
It's
a
enjoyable.
masterpiece.
It's a good like
Okay.
enjoyable movie.
Okay.
It's not like groundbreaking or anything though. Yeah. Gavin, what did you like about it? What was your favorite part?
The horses.
I like the horses.
I actually did like how it's such a long movie, but they did keep you engaged through all of it.
That was not.
We'll fix it in
Go
post.
ahead, Gary.
And that is a tough thing to do. Like, I don't even think we watched it. Yeah, we had
I
to
don't even
split
think
it.
we watched it. It was just a
We
good
split
movie.
it up between 2 days because of timing and everything, but
We didn't
Yeah.
watch it?
We did watch it.
Am I gonna bleep that out?
It was all a dream. I used
Mel
to read
Gibson.
What Up magazine.
And then I woke up.
If you thought we were tired last episode,
Everything's a dream. This is a simulation.
we are in the
Should we
Matrix.
talk about the Matrix?
Except none of us have seen it except
I've
you,
seen
I think.
Yeah,
It was
just
just
you.
okay. I didn't love it. Anyway,
And
in
you
conclusion,
didn't love Keanu?
I loved Keanu. I didn't love the movie, and I loved Lawrence Fishburne.
Fishburne.
Yeah.
He's burn.
What?
Yeah. In conclusion, Mel Gibson is a good actor.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I think it's time.
Women! We love them, but we don't like them.
Amen. Well said, Gerlin.
That was a very good and to the point introduction right there.
So, Connor, we left off a couple episodes ago with the rise of Crutchy, but we never
Episode
got.
2.
That's right. We never got to the fall of Crutchy. So
What's
let's
the-
get right into that.
What's the minute mark we're at right now?
We're at about 22 minutes.
Excellent.
Let's
right
go,
on
boys.
schedule.
Basically, this is what straight down that. I'm doing this with my hand.
You can't say the sounds though.
Mariana Trench.
It means just. You know.
Gerlin is illustrating
My
a hand that's
going
Imagine a
downward
hand that is
slope,
at a
going
45 degree
approximate-
angle.
No, it's less than.
Okay,
it's
it's like
closer
a-
to like a.
Yeah, I
25.
crashed harder than 45 degrees.
And then.
My pinky toe!
Just like Byron.
Rest
So-
in peace, Myron's pinky toe.
Anyways, previously on the Me and the Boys podcast, episode 2, basically, we covered Operation A, Operation... Shoot, what was the second one? It was Operation A, Operation Hammer, and then
And
Operation Midway,
Operation
and then
Midway,
Operation Russia is where we left off. After the peak of Operation Russia,
Is your.
Stop. So if you would recall, Connor, give us a little refresher of where your peak was, where the rise was.
Basically.
more.
The smooch.
More.
Basically getting
year.
caught by his mom snuggling with a girl.
No, not
No.
that.
Not that.
More
it wasn't the
junior
peak.
year.
That was
That
funny,
was
though.
That was pretty
not
funny.
a peak.
That was a peak for the boys.
Yeah.
Laughing about that.
Never gonna
Anyway,
live that down.
Hey,
No, what
you heard
happened?
about... Yeah.
What happened south of the border, friend?
I think he's only
Brazil
like a
friend?
quarter.
And-
Salsa.
Anyway. So yeah, Connor
I got
basically
over
got
me.
the big smooch from Operation Midway, right?
No, that
Or
was,
was
Russia.
that Russia? Okay,
Russia.
Operation Russia. So that was the peak of his rise, but we're gonna learn about
What
the
happens
valley of his
next?
fall.
The long-awaited story, Operation Sentinel,
Yes.
which is the 5th woman in this list.
Yes.
5. Give it 5. Not 1. Not 2. Not 3.
Thou shalt not
Nine.
count to the number 3.
is right out.
Give it 5. A whole hand.
Skip a bit there, brother.
Alright, go ahead.
So, you know, obviously, after more...
5 women for episode 5.
Whack him in the pinky toe.
Okay, go ahead.
So Operation Russia, things are going pretty good, as you might assume after Morp. But, and here's when mistakes happen. We get into we get into Operation Sentinel, which is another girl. And here's what I was thinking at the time. Not a lot, but
Amen.
basically, there's 2 major dances that guys can ask girls to at our school,
Really?
which are Hoko
More?
Homecoming.
and Prom.
And prom, of course. And then the winter formal, but nobody asks to that dance unless they're lame.
No, it's a
The winter
Jersey
formal
jam.
wasn't a thing.
Oh.
It's a Jersey jam.
Oh, really?
And you don't ask anybody, it's like a stick dance.
Yeah.
You show
With
up
no slow
in a
dances.
jersey.
Yeah, there aren't any slow dances,
And
so
you
you
just-
just go and mosh the whole time.
Oh, I thought you had to, like, ask someone.
No,
That's
you
why I
don't.
didn't go.
It happens
should've
after
came.
basketball.
It was
Also because
fun.
it sounded lame.
It's-
It was.
I don't remember it.
It was
so
pretty
it
good.
wasn't.
No, not memorable.
It's actually better
I
than
did
most
get
because
pretty
there's no
hammered,
pressure,
though.
no drama, that kind of thing. You just show up and dance with the boys.
That's good. Well,
I
should've
don't
gone.
remember it because I was sipping back PBRs in the back room.
What?
Huh?
No, I'm kidding. I'm not.
No, you weren't.
I didn't get hammered. I just don't remember it because it wasn't eventful.
PBRs,
That's
peanut butter,
stinking
and...
Kool-Aid.
No, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Oh.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a beer.
Garland does not endorse beer.
I really
Maybe.
don't
Neither
like. I
do
don't
we.
like beer.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think
It's kind of up in the air.
Well, I've never had it, but I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't care. I don't like it.
I don't like it. It's bad. Lila.
I smoke my
Stop drinking
stogies
beer.
wherever I want to.
I named you Lila so you wouldn't drink a beer.
What is she gonna say? Her father was wrong.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Okay, sorry, Connor.
Anyway.
Please proceed. So, anyway,
So,
two major dances: homecoming and prom.
right. So my thinking was, you can't ask one girl to both, which
Right.
I think is pretty common knowledge across the
I
high
agree.
school.
Because if you do, then it seems like you're kind of going steady.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
You don't
if
want
you
that
are
kinda
boyfriend
drama.
girlfriend, then that does happen a lot. But
Sometimes even
We weren't
kids
at
who
that
were
point
boyfriend
in high
girlfriend
school.
would be like, nah, that's too spicy.
yeah,
Garland's doing
Anyway. He's fixing the GameCube or something.
yeah.
No, it wasn't. The GameCube wasn't here
He's
yesterday.
doing a bit.
Oh. Okay.
But that's mega lit. We got a GameCube again.
So, Operation Sentinel starts out at AFY.
Oh yes.
What's it
I
called?
guess it was called YBC then. It's a
So it's-
church thing.
Yeah,
Yesha
it's a church like
Council.
youth program.
No.
All for your youth or youth battalion camp. It's like a weekend long.
Yeah, it's actually super fun, not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
It doesn't seem like that fun going into it, but it's pretty fun actually.
But basically, that's where and I had known Operation Sentinel. You guys know who Operation Sentinel is, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
her name? He's writing something. It
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
isn't her name.
I don't know what he's writing
No,
that for.
that's
It's probably
not-
a reference to some movie. Some obscure film that we haven't seen.
Jason
So-
Bateman.
That's an actor, but okay. Anyway,
Michael Bluth.
so I had known her probably since like 9th grade, and she was always cute, but
Yeah.
I had never gone for it yet. I just didn't know her well enough.
Yeah. And then AFY happened.
AFY happened.
YBC.
Basically, yeah.
Eefy.
Sorry. No, that was a different camp.
Basically, I talked to her there at the dance. At YBC, we danced. So I'm like, hey, maybe
she's pretty epic after all.
yeah. So this is the beginning of Operation Sentinel.
Which lasts
And
quite a
basically,
while.
I spent the summer talking to her, getting to know her, and all the while, I basically had. And I was busy over the summer with football and everything, so I didn't go on any dates at all. But this is where things start to splinter between me and Operation Russia. Basically, I didn't do a good job of continuing that. So that leads into Operation Russia coming back for homecoming. So I asked her to homecoming, even though initially my plan, should I lay out my whole plan?
Yeah.
Maybe not a good
Yeah.
idea. Anyway, initially my plan was to still go on dates with Operation Russia, but if I could ask Operation Sentinel to homecoming, then I could go to prom with Operation Russia, which is what I wanted to do because,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because
prom is the bigger deal of the two.
of course.
But basically,
May it rest in peace.
yeah, the day before, oh yeah, in retrospect, it's probably good that this happened. Sorry. Anyway.
Ow.
Basically, the day before, I was going to ask Operation Sentinel.
Russia.
No, because to homecoming, I was originally going to ask Operation Sentinel
Oh,
because I wanted to ask Operation Russia to prom.
right. Okay.
But the day before, she gets asked by some dude.
Oh yeah. By a
Sucks.
seventh grader, right? Or, not a 7th grader, but like a 10th,
Like
11th grader.
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah. Oh my. Now we might actually
Canceled.
get canceled. I
Anyway,
think I'm just gonna bleep that whole part out.
yeah, probably.
Just cut it.
But anyway, Operation. Oh, so I end up asking Operation Russia to homecoming, which,
Right, because Operation Sentinel was taken by the other guy.
yeah, and honestly, Operation Russia is the one that I.
Give me a refresher. Who is Sentinel and who is... Oh, wait,
So
no,
you-
I got it. We talked about Russia in the first episode.
Yeah, we did.
So you had more fun with.
This is Russia. This is Sentinel.
They're the same picture.
So you had more fun with Operation Russia. Is
I
that
mean,
what you were going to say?
Yeah, that's sort of where I left off in general. But basically, so I go to homecoming with her, and I was like, okay, maybe this is for the best because I've sort of screwed up not talking to her and asking her on dates over the summer. So maybe homecoming can fix that. Long story short,
It did it.
yeah, like it was super fun and everything, but it didn't quite get. It just didn't live up to Morp or anything else, and we still like were talking and stuff. So it was really fun, but you know.
Yeah.
So then
Yeah, but
I'm like, well, I'll try to continue this, but now I have to ask, or not have to. Now I'm going to ask Operation Sentinel to prom.
You had no choice.
Yeah, because of the
Yeah.
rule of two.
Yeah.
The
There can only be 2 women in your life.
No more.
no, that's
less.
not no.
Oh.
Oh.
You have to ask. You
don't-
can't
Sorry,
ask
Mom,
the
I gotta
same.
leave.
You can't ask the same girls to homecoming and
you have
prom.
3 sisters? No goes.
So
boys.
basically, I'm
No
like,
goes,
well,
boys.
Get out of there.
I'll get to know Operation Sentinel because I have to. Not have to. Anyway, I'm asking her to prom,
Yeah.
and she was Sadie's. Yeah, okay. So she asked me to Sadie's,
Right.
which, yeah, which is pretty misleading.
Yeah.
we'll
she pulled
we'll
she pulled
find.
an Uno reverse card on you.
Yeah, so I think I keep getting to know her. What are
Okay.
you talking
Okay,
about?
hold on.
We
gotta
interrupt your regularly scheduled
so
program.
on Google, I looked up Monsters Inc. characters.
Why did you look up Monsters Inc?
Because it was a meme.
It was a meme.
And I thought it was fake.
I did too. This
the
is
picture
crazy.
of Mike Wazowski is the Mike
Is the-
Sully mix. It's not
It's the
Mike.
Mike Sully face swap. It's the beloved meme.
What a legend. I don't know who
Anyway.
switched that, but they deserve.
But they
our
deserve
props.
yeah, they're now a
Okay.
national treasure.
Go.
All right, and back to the story.
Anyway, where was I?
So basically, Operation Russia.
I'm at the
Sadie's?
Sadie's stage of Operation Russia.
Yeah, how
Or
was?
no, not Operation Russia. Operation Sentinel.
Okay.
So, she says she's going, or I don't know if she's said it outright, but I know she's going to ask me to Sadie's at this point,
Right.
and I'm like, oh, maybe she actually does like me.
That's always nice. Except for when
Yeah,
it
we'll
isn't.
see.
What we say 9 about
Next
the-
time on the Gavin episode.
But basically, I'm getting to know, or not getting to know her. I already know her, and like we
Okay.
talk,
Getting to know you.
we hanged out a couple times, and there was an incident. Not an incident, but really just an event.
Oh.
Basically, at Halloween, we hung out. We
You wore
painted
the
pumpkins.
same costume.
No,
Why didn't you
because I was a
carve
cowboy.
pumpkins like a regular dude?
Because we were going to smash the pumpkins after, which we did. It was pretty fun. But basically, on the doorstep, there was like an awkward moment where like we just sort of stood there, and it was like no. But I was like, it was one of those what?
Nothing.
We
Something
had-
on the agenda.
way out of the internet. Okay, but we're like standing there, and I'm like, should we kiss? I didn't actually say that, but I was just thinking that. So, go forward to Operation Sadie's. Things have sort of deteriorated by now, actually.
Oh. Wait. Why? Did you like stop talking to her? Or?
No, we were still talking and stuff. It just, I don't know.
It just kind of. Yeah.
It started to end there, but I still was like, I don't know, maybe things aren't screwed yet. So I'm like, at Sadie's, we're dancing, and I'm like, I don't know, what if I just sent it? So I ask her. Yeah, sending it for me does not mean going in for a kiss, because that would be
No,
a
first
tragedy.
You gotta go.
That would be bad.
We'd like to choose the easier way out.
where we just ask them.
Or you just grab their hand at the dance.
No, that was a different story.
No, that was a good move if he was trying to get a kiss, but I guess he wasn't. But no.
Previously on episode 2.
No, but we're like,
This
hey.
is still episode 2?
No.
Previously on episode 2.
Oh yeah,
Part
all
7.
that part stuff is still part 5. But
If you need a
basically,
refresher, go back and listen, please.
yeah. So where was I? Oh, at Sadie's, I asked her. I was like, "Hey, was I supposed to kiss you that time at Halloween?" And
She's gonna say no, but
yeah, she basically she said, I don't even remember what she said, but it was not the affirmative.
she didn't say anything.
So I
You
wasn't
just smooched.
for sure. No. So then later, we're watching Teen Beach Movie at her house. By the way, Teen Beach Movie.
That escalated.
That was a Teen
Later,
Beach movie.
we're watching Teen Beach Movie.
What was that? It was, I don't know if it was 1 or 2, but as you can assume, kind of fell asleep, not all the way. But
Teen Beach Movie, fell asleep.
and this is
Previously on the Me and the Boys podcast.
another serious mistake of cringe awkwardness. But I text her. She's like sitting right there next to me. I text
no.
her. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad, boys. I was a little out of it.
It's okay, I've done that.
Wait, was it
Yeah.
just you two watching?
No, it was also my cousin and my good friend Caden
Okay,
Baines, who might appear on the show at some point.
Then I can see where you were coming from, but yeah, in hindsight, it could have been done differently.
With the benefit of hindsight, I would have done none of that. But
Yeah.
Too bad we don't have
Would've
hindsight
stopped it.
until
I text
after we
her.
do it.
Stop that Teen Beach Movie.
so I text her asking the same question because I didn't.
Didn't like her first answer. Try
Yeah.
again.
I still can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like. It was. I don't know, similar to I don't know, in one of those ways. Anyway.
Gerlin's enjoying a refreshing can of Coke. Who just so happens to be our sponsor for today.
I mean, if we get Coke as a sponsor, that'd be awesome, dude.
Yeah. Sorry, Crutchy. Anyway, so you
So-
texted her asking her the same question, basically. Should we have kissed at Halloween? And
Yeah, and then get friend zoned into the ground, as I deserve because I'm texting her while I'm sitting right next to her.
pushing 40 in the friend zone.
Yeah, it was bad. So, that is the first stage of the fall of Connor Crutchfield. Things get worse.
Oh, this was just at the beginning.
Actually, I don't know if things got a lot worse than that, but
Just generally worse.
They stayed
Basically,
bad.
after-
Steadily bad.
after that point, I go back to sort of trying to fix things with Operation Russia, so I'm talking to her more,
Yeah, that makes
while
sense.
also
So kind of like
while also trying to continue to talk to Operation Sentinel
So kinda
because
like
I'm
a-
like,
kind of like a
sorry.
rebound. No, you're good.
yeah. But I'm still trying to keep things somewhat going with Operation Sentinel, like as friends, because I'm like, I don't want to end up screwed and not have a date to
Yeah.
prom because I already asked
Right.
Operation Russia,
That makes sense.
and I don't know. This
Go-
was
go
kind
with
of
them.
a bummer of a time because I'm like, it wasn't so much that I was like butthurt about anything that
Yeah.
happened. I just didn't know what
You
to
were just
do
kind
next.
of in an awkward position with like with
Yeah.
a bunch of women, or with that one specific woman.
It was like, boom, doo, 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 doo.
But then it was like burn, 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 friend zone.
Yeah.
Boom,
So,
boom, boom, boom.
Soundtrack
Welcome to Monday Night Football.
So, I'm not sure how much happens between Sadie's and prom. Basically, it was not a good time because football ended, and I was sad about that, and I'm still like scrambling to find someone to ask to prom.
Is this senior year?
Yeah, this is senior year.
Our football season didn't suck.
Oh no, it didn't suck. It was just sad that it was over.
Forever. Never play football again at a professional
Never even
level.
touched a big skin.
Yeah. So, prom comes around, or not prom, but the asking time period.
Yeah, so like a month before prom was supposed to be
But
scheduled.
Our prom was
So this
super
was like-
early this year. You
Right,
guys
it
have
was
to
in March.
understand. it was supposed to be like
In March, right? Or
towards
March
the end of
27th,
March.
yeah.
yeah.
Which
And
was
so we were
super
asking
early.
We were supposed to ask in, like,
or the end
February,
of
yeah.
February.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I think I might have even asked end of January.
Yeah,
Because
so
like I
people-
said last time, I try to get these things locked down ahead
Yeah,
of time.
and
Makes
it,
sense.
it is senior
It's
prom,
good
so if
to
you have
do
an
so.
idea, you have to
you
jump
have
on
to
it,
go for it, or
she'll
else
be
it's going to be
taken.
ruined.
That's
forever.
how it goes.
You'll never
So-
get a second chance.
We're gonna need another code word. There's another woman that briefly is involved in this. But basically, prom's coming around, and there was this girl that I know who I was kind of like, maybe I just ask her. Like, I didn't know her super well. Granted, this is starting to sound a lot like Homecoming of of 2018, including. Anyway, so here's what should we code word her? Let's say
Can we
Operation Almost.
Almost.
Or we could just call her sophomore chick. I feel like that wouldn't be such a big deal.
Sure. Yeah, that's broad enough. They won't figure it out. Anyway,
I don't know who it is. I haven't figured it out. So
I'll tell you
That's all
guys when
good.
we're done recording.
I
Okay.
think I figured it out.
But basically, there was briefly a time when I was like, it's senior prom.
the dark side. of
I'll
the
try
force.
something new. I'll ask out this chick.
It's power.
So sophomore chick.
It's some.
And I'm like, that could be fun. It's like I sort of know her, but not super well. I know that she's cute, but basically, I'm like, that was my plan.
Yeah.
So we're getting closer and closer. And like I had still been talking to Operation Sentinel this whole time.
Right. Good call. Good call.
And like, I hate. It had sort of seemed for a moment that like things were back to where they were before Sadie's, which the more and more I think back about it, I'm like, she never liked me, so why did I waste so much time on her?
And money.
And
How
money,
much
yeah,
money you waste?
a lot, but
How
A
much?
lot.
How many times you go to movies?
only like once or
Wait,
twice.
she was the one that you saw Maleficent with, right?
Yeah.
All right, so
Oof.
movies.
That was actually pretty fun though,
$20.
because
Okay, then how many times did you go out to eat?
I don't know.
Count
Not a lot. It's fine because like we're still friends and everything,
Well,
but
at least $20.
basically, that comes around, and she still doesn't have a date. So I'm like,
Well,
I want to ask this sophomore chick, but I don't want her to not have a date. And
yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'll ask her.
Well, that's kind of what led to my decision. Was like, oh, give me a second. Okay, so
Joe
senior. I had a Joe moment right there. But no, you should probably, if you're a senior, you should probably ask a senior to go to senior prom.
Right,
Yeah,
that's what
that
that was
makes
also
like,
part
if
of.
they don't get asked, then it's like, well, you didn't get asked to senior prom. Okay.
It's a big rip.
So that was also my leading decision going into senior prom, because I wanted.
And it was also our good friend McKay Burr's decision. He was gonna ask someone to prom, I think, at some point, but then we ran out of time, and also prom got canceled.
Is that what we're gonna do next episode?
It-
Have all 6 of us?
Maybe
possible?
if possible.
Prom had a couple racist tweets up its sleeve, and it got canceled.
Yeah.
Prom was canceled. So yeah, basically, I asked her. Theme seemed. What words did I just say there? Things seemed.
Team scene.
Joe, he's Joe. It's Uncle Joe.
I also had a Joe moment. It is like 8:30 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like
8:45.
Oh, nice. Okay, so
So you asked her to prom.
I asked her.
successfully, right?
Yeah, she said yes.
Nice.
Things seemed pretty cool,
Good.
and I was like pretty sure we're just friends by now, and I was okay with that.
That's good.
Yeah, and then there was another brief stint where I was like, maybe things could work, and then I'm trying to remember what happened. But basically, I don't know. like, we're still friends.
Yeah.
I still like her. She's a great person. She did
That's
something that made me mad, and I was like, okay, we're just straight up friends now. Things here are done. So,
But do you
and then
remember,
prom
like,
got canceled, and you guys sort of had burnt bridges at that point. So
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
What
could
we
get
didn't
into
really
that.
have a group. So like I had talked to some people about trying to do a makeup prom, but
Yeah.
it was looking like it wasn't going to happen. And then she comes in, and she has this plan for makeup prom.
Jeep time.
It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, so that happened, and it was really fun, and it wasn't even a date.
Because you didn't care. That's what I'm saying, boys. A lot fun when you don't care.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
true.
you're saying. That's the first time you said that.
No,
I think he said it at
his,
some
his
point.
whole story was all about that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. That was the last time, I think the last time I saw her. Yeah.
So you gotta care. I mean,
It's fun.
Like, yeah.
So yeah, things with her, good, but that's not the problem here. The problem here, back to Operation Russia,
Oh, yeah.
who something could have happened with, but I screwed up because of this whole Operation Sentinel sidetrack. So, this actually brings us to the story you wanted me to tell the first episode.
Oh, yeah.
About Joe?
No.
Wait, the double date?
Huh?
The double date?
Joe?
Yeah. Double date. So I go back to talking to Operation Russia.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe I haven't screwed this up so bad that I can't fix it.
Good.
Spoiler alert.
You did!
You did!
Yeah.
You did.
So that was when we went
Gavin.
on our double date recently. That was pretty recently before we recorded our first episode of this.
It's like
And things with her,
before.
like, we're still talking and everything, but
Yeah.
she's moving down south, and I don't know. I don't think
Moving down
anything's gonna
south.
happen there.
With her morals.
Down to Mexico.
No,
That
but
far.
close enough. Yeah, basically,
Southern Utah is Mexico.
I made another mistake with her where after the date, like we had talked, it was a fun date.
The one that you went on with Gerlin as well?
Yeah.
The fishing trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun. I caught a lot of fish.
We caught
Nice.
one apiece, so not a lot, but
Well,
the women caught two apiece. So.
well, like, yeah, that's like six fish. That's a lot of fish.
Okay.
That's a lot of fish.
But basically, we had
Oh,
talked the whole
shares.
time, and then after the fact, I was like, on the doorstep, it was a little bit awkward. So after the fact, again, another mistake. I text her and I ask, "Hey, was I supposed to kiss
Should
you?"
we have kissed? Oh no. Wait, you did that
I did
again
that
after
again
this date?
after
Oh, no.
doing it once
That will
with.
take 3 times.
It would
Yeah.
Take 2. Again.
And as you can assume, she's like, "I'm not
Otra
trying to
vez.
start something before I move," and that's understandable. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
But why don't you kiss me?
Hey! Gosh dang it. Well, at least you're consistent with your arc of swearing once per episode.
No, he said, "Dang it."
Oh, I thought you
I
said darn.
gosh
I
dang.
thought you said darn it, but not darn it.
Oh.
But
I
anyway.
said- I
Yeah,
said a
so-
good word.
Things with her, we're still talking and everything.
It's
If-
understandable, I think, to
If I could,
To
like,
swear,
no.
yeah.
if possible, I'll go on another date with her before she moves,
That's
or
good.
maybe later at some point. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I was gonna say it's understandable for you to kind of want that closure though. Like I've been in that position before where like it's after a date and I feel like something should have happened, but it just felt kind of awkward and you're in this gray area of like, well,
Here's
see
the- here's
you at
the
school, I
rules.
guess.
yeah.
See, I've
And-
never kissed a lady, but here's what I think, okay? Sometimes you just gotta send it. Go yard.
Yeah,
No, that sounds like it'd be
except-
way worse than what I did.
Asking
That-
a girl
that is what
if-
it
What I did was
sounds like.
very bad, but I feel like that could have yielded even worse.
Even worse
results.
results, yeah.
Okay, hold on. No.
I think it might actually
Maybe
be
not
better
in
that you
Crutchy's
asked.
situation.
But
But
for
like,
the most
most
part.
of the part, I
General.
think you need to go yard. And then just, if
It depends on the
if it
woman.
doesn't, then you just
I think in
you
Crutchy's
hop in the car and
situation,
leave, dogs.
I think in Crutchy's situation where she was like about to move, I think that it definitely was better to have asked.
Yeah, not just
and know
go
that
for
she
it.
felt that way.
Right.
Yeah, but this is also where the rare talent comes in with reading women.
Yeah,
If you
A
can
talent
read,
that most men, if not no men,
can do.
yeah.
but if you do get, if you do understand that they're into you, then yeah, Gerlin's right. You should just go for it.
Yeah,
Okay,
don't make it
of course.
awkward, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a certain way of doing things that I do not know how to do it.
I would say definitely get to know the woman first, because there are a lot of women here in Utah, especially, that are like super friendly with a lot of guys, and
Yep.
that just kind of like their body language in general is just kind
It's
of
the
like
worst.
yeah, it's hard to read them. It's hard to tell if they're into you because they act that way with like everybody else.
Exactly. Yeah, that was sort of the issue with Operation Sentinel.
That makes sense.
And so basically,
Go
from
yard,
where
live
we
your life.
no, no, that is not the moral of this story. Don't let your failures define you. Just keep moving.
That's pretty good,
You'll
actually.
be-
I came for laughs, but I got wisdom.
Got wisdom. Yeah, basically what happened in summary, after the rise of Connor Crutchfield,
Was the fall, but also the lesson.
yeah,
The best teacher of failure is.
Failure.
I had a lot of potential at that point where like things could have happened with Operation Russia. I was feeling pretty good. Junior year was mega lit. And
Yeah.
then senior year, I screwed up not one, not two, but 3 relationships. Or not relationships, but potential relationships. So that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's all good, baby.
Don't let failure stop you. Keep moving. There will be more stories for the future. This is the
Amen.
end of the Fall of Crutchy, hopefully. I don't think there's
Don't worry, boys.
anywhere else I have to
Next
fall.
one is.
Yeah.
And hopefully it just keeps on going up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
right.
sir.
Hopefully Connor has learned his lessons.
Maybe
by
it'll
now.
go.
Hopefully I won't text girls asking them if I was supposed to kiss them
Yeah.
anymore.
It's important to find that middle ground where
Once
you
again,
kind of
boys.
get that closure, but you don't maybe address it directly.
I'm gonna quote the notorious
Yeah.
B.I.G. It's all good, baby.
As you have done several times this episode.
Give it like 4. It was all a dream.
Wow.
5. 5 B.I.G.s.
All right, boys. Well, I think that pretty much wraps
What's
it
our
up for this
minute
episode.
mark?
We're at about like 52, 53 minutes.
I think it'll be good to end one early after
After having
the
several that were
Star
like,
Wars and
Yeah.
yeah, for real. So we apologize for the shorter episode, but also not really because I'm sure
Because
you
we
guys,
worked too dang hard and too dang long
sure you
and
guys
too many
wanted shorter
dang
episodes
Saturdays.
yeah. Also, Gerlin got a job out of the blue, so you have to adjust for that now.
Yeah.
So,
So
what's
yeah.
our next episode going to be?
Our next episode, Gavin, do you want to talk about women or should I? If we're going in just like a circle, then I'll go. But
Okay.
if you want to get
yeah, I'll prepare my story for in a couple episodes.
okay, I'll.
It
better
prepare mine
be
for
good.
next
So
episode.
next week, are we going to...
We could try to get all 6 of us in here as well. Yeah.
Yeah, all 6 of the initials on the cover. So far, only the 4 interior ones have been on, and also Sour Cream, or Skylar Chapman as we call him in the biz.
Sour cream.
Yeah, because his initials were SC, and that reminded me of Sour Cream because I work at a
I thought you were
restaurant.
making a joke about his
SC
ethnicity.
John.
I'm like, well, yeah, he's white, but so are we, bro.
What? You ever?
Yeah, I thought.
One of the racial slurs is sour cream for us white people. They skip,
Cancel.
They skip cracker and they're like, "Hey, what's up, sour cream?"
Cancel.
Oh my gosh, she called me sour cream. Mom. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us during this podcast, and thank you, Connor, for your story. We all learned a lot. It was good wisdom. This is Michael Cunningham signing off.
This is Gavin Clifton signing off.
This is Gerald Lancaster. I like Indiana Jones. Signing off.
This is Connor Crutchfield signing off.
Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Welcome to podcast. I'm Sean Connery, your host today.
Welcome to podcast. You gave the journal to the Nazis?
Anyway, actually started. Let's go.
He gave the journal to the Nazis.
Indeed. Junior.
Don't call me Junior.
Dad.